Okay, let's see if I can actually get this thing to work this time. It never works whenever you want it to. It's always whenever it decides to. Okay, let's see if I can actually get this thing to work. And obviously, I have to mute myself. There we go. Now I've muted myself. Ranking Sephora perfumes. Like, what is it? Perfumes. They have the Sephora sale. And with the Sephora sale, there's always going to be like pretty good deals. I tend to lean on more the discovery sets like this one, Sephora samplers. Let's see what's in there for right now. Okay. Deluxe perfume. Does it break it down? Looks like you get, what is that? Clean. This Gucci floor is nice. Golden Nectar. I mean, I could just tell you out of all those, I don't think this one would be my taste for a sampler set. I would go for a different discovery set. The nice thing is that you can redeem it for anyone you like. Golden Nectar doesn't perform the greatest, but it does smell nice if you enjoy vanillas. Chloe by Chloe, I mean, that's pretty nice. It's nothing like eye-opening. Nothing that's a new release. It's everything that's been around for a while. This is something, Versace Bright Crystal. If you have it, that's great. It's nice, but it's a repeat for a ton of existing popular fragrances. No betas, my day is good. Thank you so much. So, for the Sephora sale, I would probably not go this direction. Replica fragrances, I'm a huge fan of some of them. I even have one right here. Let me give this one a spray. Yo, a subscription on Twitch or a follower on Twitch. Thank you so much. All right, I have Under the Lemon Trees. If you see this at Sephora, let me tell you what I think about it real quick. Under the Lemon Trees. It's nice. It's a very pretty citrus and clean fragrance. But I'm gonna let it dry down. I'll give you my second thoughts. Because that was first sniff. Everything's gonna be a lot more sensitizing, especially for a citrus fragrance. So, Replica, Jazz Club. I'm a huge fan of Very Good Girl. But even if it's a really good sale, I still would recommend holding out. Alpha Chicago, thank you so much for joining. I would recommend possibly holding out on any Good Girl purchases until the new one drops, because I would feel bad if I said, hey, this Very Good Girl, awesome, I highly recommend it, which I do, but they're about to drop a very extreme Good Girl. Google. Good Girl Cherry? Yeah, Very Good Girl Glam. I don't think this has been released yet. So before you get the one that I like, which is Very Good Girl, like if it's on your shopping list, I think it's great. Definitely sample this one because I have high hopes for it. We haven't really had a really great cherry in the market that lasts long and has like these undertones of vanilla and almond in a while. Zara has one that I think is more powdery. This one's going to be probably more nuttier, but still those strong cherry undertones. And if you have any fragrance related questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Right now I'm just ranking fragrances. Daisy by Marc Jacobs. Only some of their flankers I think are worth it. This is the original. Smells like fresh laundry detergent. Great for spring. But I would say travel size it. If you're going to get... I mean, I'm not a girl, but there's some stuff that smells nice. Dolce & Gabbana The One. I love Dolce & Gabbana The One. I don't think they'll carry it at Sephora, but I'm a huge fan. It is one of my favorites. Somebody says, what's happening? What do you mean? Is there something different that I don't know? I'm rating fragrances. Weirdest, but still somehow good perfume you ever smelled. It would be another 13. So, like, in some weird way, another 13 smells like skin, but also like the plastic lining of fresh fabric sheets. Ambery, musky. It's very familiar. Like, it could smell like the skin of somebody you know, but also kind of synthetic. Very weird, but I enjoy it very much. Probably one of my favorite Labos, right up there with like Rose 31. What would I rank Baccarat Rouge 540? Baccarat Rouge 540, I don't think is on here, but I would probably put it at around B for the price. But on scent alone, I would put it at A. It's a versatile, like it's a unisex fragrance. It's got great projection and sillage, all day wear. So I would put it at B or A. Like if price is no object, because they did raise their price on BK 540, I would put it at A. Tom Ford, Tobacco Vanille. All right, now we got some questions about fragrances. I don't know why it took so long for all of them to generate. Best Le Labo scent right now. I love a thorny rose. All the roses that I've been seeing have been super sweet. All the roses that I've seen are super sweet. This one is like slightly green, slightly spicy, ambery, musky. It's unisex, so if you want something a bit sweeter, I would try Very Good Girl Glam, that new release. I would test that one. But I like Rose 31. I feel like it captures like the not only say like the villain era of the rose, but I think it's got the green and thorny side of the rose. All right, catching up on some of the comments. By the way, what would I say about Gucci Bloom? Gucci Bloom is okay for me. Like I don't rank it super high on my favorites. But that's most of Gucci's. Like they have a talented team of people that work on products for them. Cali, Juicy Apple, Eden. I like it. It's definitely, I would say, wait for the sale. It's a clean, sweet fragrance. YSLY EDP. I love it. Dior Fahrenheit is great, but it's an acquired smell, so not everybody's gonna love it. Rose 31. Versace Eros is pretty good. I mean, for vanilla fragrances, there are a ton of stuff. I would also look into, if you like Versace Eros, I would try Paco Rabanne's Phantom. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for her or for him. Valentino, I would put really high. Not S tier, but definitely worth it. Invictus, I would say, get the notes on Marc Jacobs Daisy Love because they have so many flankers. Yeah, I prefer the fruitier versions of the Marc Jacobs Daisy line. I feel like they do fresh and green really well, but I'm just going like off personal taste. Obviously, I'm giving you my preference, but at the same time, I really want to hear y'all's opinion. All right. Next one. Jazz Club by Maison Margella. Those are love for me. I feel like they're not as complex. Like you get a really boozy vanilla for the majority of the scent, but it's like still great performing, super signature worthy. Like I could easily put Jazz Club and By the Fireplace. Jazz Club is more versatile. I feel like you could wear it a lot more often through the year than By the Fireplace. So by the fireplace. I may like knock it down one tier. My number one cologne is Papyrus Oud. Papyrus Oud 71. I'm also a huge fan of Prada L'Homme. So this is like hard to overspray this because it is so clean. It smells like purple clean bed sheets. Like, it is awesome. And it's pretty affordable. It's like $60. What's the website to check aromas? Fragrantica. I'll type it in the comments. Fragrantica. Yes, it may be hard to get right now. Good orchid scents? I don't know of any right now. Dolce & Gabbana, I'm catching up on some of these comments. But by the way, thank you for writing the comments. Do Dolce by Dolce & Gabbana. I'm a huge fan of vanilla. Starting with this one. That's the original. The OG Dolce & Gabbana, the one for her. I would put that at A tier. Where's the Dolce & Gabbana? I don't know why it's not showing up. But if it's on here, we'll get to it. This is the one, the only one. I like this, but I don't like the price. Opium, Miss Dior. I like YSL Libre. I could go either way. If you're looking for something versatile, YSL Libre has that balance of stronger, lighter florals. I would say, otherwise, if you don't have something that's very, very versatile, I would put it at A. Otherwise, I would recommend more the YSL Libre Intense. This one's a little bit darker, a little bit more alluring with that vanilla. Okay, somebody says Alien. Alien is good. Nothing too dynamic. It's like, for me, when I smell Alien, I think of it as an office scent. Daytime, like, I think that's maybe how it even is ranked on here sometimes. Yeah, I think it says, oh, people say nighttime. Maybe it's because it's musky. But white floral dominant, I would say travel size. Like, it's light, it's floral. Versace Eros, I would recommend as a travel size. So if you ever do like subscription things like Scentbird or go through another retailer, I would put it at C, travel size. Put it at C. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for men. Let's start with for her. I would go Worth It. Do I have Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for men on here? It's not on here, but I'm going to tell you what I think of it. Intense, which is the one you want. I really like it. I would put this at S tier in terms of staple, clean, citrus fresh fragrance. Now, otherwise, I would just put it at A. Cloud by Ariana Grande? Great question. I would put that one at A, worth it, especially for the price. Chrome Zara, worth it, especially for the price. Versace Crystal Noir is my jam. My wife got Crystal Noir for Christmas. Jo Malone for her daytime layered. Burberry Her Blossom. Okay, so somebody says El Homme YSL Cologne Bleu. Alright, let me copy this, because usually what I try to do is I'll copy and paste y'all's comments. This one is good. Like, my preferred YSL. If you're looking for aromatic, I would probably go a different brand. And that's like herbal, spices, mosses, but I'm a huge fan of this one. A little bit different, still aromatic. This is more. By the way, this one is now discontinued, so whatever's left on the shelves will be there only for a few more months. So that's my preferred YSL. YSL La Nuit de l'Homme, another one. It's like one of the originals, which I think, there it is. So good. Mango Skin, I'd put it at A, worth it. Summertime fragrance with rose. I'd have to think about that one, because when I think of summertime fragrances with rose, I think of florals. Sometimes they blend in carnations, and will there be like a white musk? I may be getting some product from Fleur, which I have not tried, and I wonder if they have any products that may be close to that. Burberry Her Blossom. Thank you for the emojis. Sometimes using the emojis helps get them to stand out. Have I not tried this one? Okay, this one I haven't tried. I'm a huge fan of fresh florals. MFK, Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Okay, so for this one, I would rank, if I don't have a photo of it, I would rank it A, and I would also rank Maison Louis Marie Badencourt. Givenchy Eros. Erica Carrasco. I wonder if you're getting it for somebody or if you're buying it for yourself. So they have a few different bottles of Givenchy Eros. I have one of the older classic bottles, so just so you know, if you're shopping for this one, it is going to be in a few different style bottles. I like it, but it leans like super classic barbershop style scent. So maybe if like the personality of the person you're buying it for is more of like nostalgic for that older style of cologne, like the Drakkar Noir or some of the original Acqua di Gio, this one for them may be in the A category. Otherwise, it does lean a little bit more mature in that style, like older style. Still nice. Oud Ispam. I can't even pronounce that. Oud Ispam. I have not tried. This can't be the one, is it? I think there's another brand that makes it, probably. Dior. I like Dior's stuff. Like, it's talented team. They got a ton of great things. Lambdinum is sometimes one of those leathery, darker notes that may not sit well with everybody. Same thing with oud. So I tend to be a fan of those type of scent profiles, but definitely sample those. Fresh and sweet. I would probably say C. This one seems kind of sweet to me, not necessarily fresh. You do have La Vie est Belle. Sweet and vanilla. It leans more fruity. And then C, if you're looking for something C. C Passion. That one's a little bit fruity. Everything seems to go a little bit fruity. The other one would be Kayali Eden. Got a request for CJ Black. Okay. Funny thing, I used to own this exact bottle. Pretty good. It doesn't last long. I would say 3 to 5 hours. I mean, Rue 21 on this product usually charges like what, $20? I'd say that's pretty good, but for $20 you could probably get 2 months worth of Scentbird, and I'm saying like code JohnG30 I believe saves you 30% off Scentbird. So my preference is save your $20, don't get CJ Black, get Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue through Scentbird. Lasts longer. Way North Bondi. So I haven't smelled that one, but let me pull it up. I've heard really good things about Way. Unfortunately, I have not had a chance to sample them. I'm not on their PR list. I haven't emailed them or DM'd them to see what their stuff smells like. By the way, I've been smelling Under the Lemon Trees by Maison Margella. It is nice, but I think it's probably just a bit too lemony for my taste. Like, it's pretty tart. I don't think it smells like detergent, like some people have mentioned before, but it's, so far it's okay. I would probably put Under the Lemon Trees maybe like at B for me. Everyday fragrance for women. You like masculine scents and a bit floral, nothing overwhelming. Katie, you may like some fragrances like Prada L'Homme and some of the other Prada L'Homme fragrances. Like, it's super clean. When it comes to floral, Iris is very universal. It's going to be used in men's and women's fragrances consistently. What other ones have I really enjoyed recently? Maybe if you want something, if you still want something clean, I still think Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for her is pretty universal. Dolce Garden, I would probably put that at A. Worth it, but Coconut Vanilla, I would probably usually give the hand, like the nudge over to Cocoa, Vanilla Cocoa by Kayali. All right, I like this one, Alien Goddess. And wait for the sale. I'm a huge fan of the original. Well, I said I liked Mango Skin, but I think you want me to like rank it, which I can. Mango Skin, Perfumer, doesn't show. Okay. Wilhelm, I've been a huge fan of. Some of their fragrances don't sit well with me, like Room Service, wasn't a fan of. Morning Chest, I love. I put a huge dent in that during the spring. But for Mango Skin, I would say don't blind buy it. Definitely sample. Their samples are $5 on their website. I would put it at A. Just bought Chanel Chance Entendre. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Especially if you're using the Sephora sale. Like the Sephora sale, what would be the price for Chance Entendre? The only thing I would say negative, and it's not negative, is for the price and performance, you probably would be better suited for other products, depending on what you're looking for. It does lean a bit younger, like when I think of like how sweet it is, and fruity. But no, I think it's still great. I don't think the Sephora sale has gone active until tomorrow. Tomorrow is when the Sephora sale actually starts. Oh, you want to smell like coffee. Brighter and Sweeter I don't have. But one of my favorite coffee scents right now. Okay. One of my favorite coffee discoveries last year was Acro's Awake. One of my favorite coffee discoveries this year was Theo Cabanel's Cafe Cabanel. Like, this one was like slightly powdery, so I'm giving you that notice up front. But it came off as like a caramel, cinnamon, horchata, like super tasty. It kind of hovers at powdery and creamy balance on that scent profile. But I really liked it. It is spicy, it is warm, kind of heavily in the opening. Gave me somewhere between Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille vibes and maybe like some vibes that I got from even the Eilish scent. But if you like coffee, this was another one. But it doesn't go bright. I haven't seen too many bright coffee scents. Any sense for young women with a superiority complex? I mean, superiority complex. I would go Jazz Club. not necessarily that that's superiority already complex, but like when I think of like you want to show out, you want to go darker, sometimes resinous, Kayali vanilla. And if you want to have a little bit of an edge, you could go Dirty Vanilla by Heretic. That one doesn't last as long. It is a sharper herbal profile that you may not like as much. So I'll show y'all Dirty Vanilla. So Dirty Vanilla, it's a little bit more herbaceous because they do use more naturals in the fragrance. But yeah, I feel like that gives it a different bite. Rose Anemone. So this one I haven't tried, but I have to look it up. Rose Woody Oud. This looks like Dior Eau de Femme. I like the scent profile, but I have not tried it. Brady says app? What app? Oh, this is tier ranking, tier maker. YSL Mon Paris. Bones, like, thank you so much for being patient with me. YSL Mon Paris. Do I have it on here? Fruity, sweet, fresh. Looks like I don't have it on here. But Mon Paris, I would probably put at B ranking. Wait for the sale. It's good, but for the price that you may find it at Sephora, 102, I would go for waiting for the sale, which is tomorrow. Hypnotic Poison, I just ranked. I would put it at 8, wait for the sale. If you haven't smelled it, definitely sample it. People tend to not like the dry down as much because it does give that Play-Doh effect from the almond and the vanilla in the powdery tones. Valentino Uomo Solid, I like it. Vanilla Iris, one of my favorite Iris fragrances, Prada L'Homme, by the way, but doesn't have that strong vanilla note. Even on here, it's ranked super high. So Valentino Uomo, I would put it at A category. Nicole, thank you so much for following the host. CK Everyone, is that a new one? Because I did see that CK released a new one. No, it doesn't look like the new one. Doesn't last long from the last time I tested it. I don't usually recommend this one. It is pretty light, but depending on where you buy it, like the manufacture date may have been produced way back, and also citrus notes tend to die out quicker when it comes to expiring. It may still smell great, but if you like this scent profile, I would go more towards Henry and Rose, and I'll write it down. Henry and Rose, Jake's House. So if you like the scent profile in CK Everyone, it's good. It just doesn't last, so I would go with a travel size. Otherwise, I would recommend something like Jake's House by Henry and Rose. Which version of Good Girl is best? Yeah, so it depends on like your needs. Like I feel like the most versatile one is gonna be the original Good Girl, but I feel like the one, because it starts off pretty light and floral, but then it has that great range of the drying down where it could turn from an office scent into a date night scent. So in terms of versatility, I feel like this is kind of the Swiss Army knife. But if you want something that I think may be more appealing to the nose, like right off the bat, I'd probably say Good Girl Légère. Good Girl Légère, a lot sweeter, or Good Girl Supreme. So you see what I mean? Like it's tough to give an answer for, because if it's like scent specific, more vanilla, more fruity, Good Girl Supreme. But I think people might like Légère more. For me, I really like Very Good Girl. I would pick it over Good Girl the original, but I still think Good Girl the original has that versatility. That it could be like day, night, work, winter, summer. It's anytime. Rose Anomaly Atelier Cologne. That one I haven't tried, but I do like the scent profile of rose and oud. I have not tried any of the Toca Florence, so I'm going to see what I could find on the Sephora sale tomorrow. Thank you so much for the likes, by the way. What's a good vanilla scent that's for everyday long wear smell? Every day I would probably lean YSL Libre, Vanille Sensé. This one's more unique, and because it's like a gourmand for people who don't like gourmands. It's more powdery, dry on the skin. Like you don't smell like baby powder, but it just kind of turns dry. Vanilla and lightly woody, but it's gotten me compliments. One of the few fragrances that's gotten me compliments. Performs well. I think it could be an all-season wear, but Vanille Sensé. Otherwise, I would go lighter on the vanillas. Like you have YSL Libre. What would be another one that I recommend? It's a vanilla that's pretty everyday. Cheaper end perfumes that'll make you stop in your tracks when you smell it. Cheaper end perfumes that'll make you stop in your tracks when you smell it. What brands come to mind? I'm thinking Zara. So Zara has some great selections of fragrances. Red Temptation for her. That's one. Usually these are around 20 to 30 bucks. So I would stick around like the Zara range. You probably get 4 to 5 hours, and the scent profiles usually line up with something that's pretty popular, either a niche or designer. Obviously there's Pink Sugar. I mean, that's very sweet. Cloud, also just as well. And they sell them in like $20 travel sizes. You can enjoy this as well. Best cologne. Okay, so let's say I was going to Sephora and I was looking up colognes. If my mind was directing like, I'm getting something for spring. Why does colognes not work on here? Fragrances, please. It's like it doesn't like me today. Okay. Bleu de Chanel. Classic. I wouldn't say it's the best for me, but lots of people would give this the best because it is the classic cologne citrus. Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette. My preferred one of the Dior, one of the best smelling fragrance, one of the best selling. I won't say it's best smelling, it's one of the best selling. Tobacco Vanille is probably the best cologne, but for spring it may not be the best suited. I'd probably give it to YSLY right now. Like if YSLY, and if you're looking for something that's more affordable, I'd probably go Gucci Guilty line. Yeah. And if you're looking for a date night scent, Dolce & Gabbana The One or Replica's Jazz Club. The One Eau de Parfum. If you want a Santal 33 dupe, Maison Louis Marie number 4, Bois de Balincourt. Yes. So did Atelier go out of business? Essentially, yeah. They're getting rid of existing inventory with like a heavy discount, and so after that, they're going to be, what is it? I guess just ending the whatever service they have. All right, I'll answer a few more questions and then I will be ending the TikTok live. But I do want to say thank y'all so much for joining my TikTok live. I'll give y'all a shout out to my music. Here it is. Oop. Oop. Okay, somebody asked for Lisboa, Zara Lisboa. That one I haven't heard of, but let's pull it up. No, I have not tried this one at all. It looks like a, what was I gonna say? It says Giorgio Armani. Perry Ellis. Nope, I have not tried it. I mean, citrus fragrances already you can get pretty cheap if you shop for sales. But yeah, Zara makes good, essentially like cousins of dupes, but I have not tried this one. Armani Code Absolute. I'll do one more question and then we'll give it a end of the night. Good. Date night scent. So warm, spicy vanilla. I like it. I would put it in A ranking. Probably put this travel size, Mon Paris here, Joe Malone here, here. See Sauvage, I put here. Travel size. Actually, this one I move up. Tom Ford Ombre Leather. But if there's any other questions y'all have, if not, I will be saying thank y'all so much for joining this TikTok live. I appreciate y'all. And then we will chat again because tomorrow the Sephora sale starts, and then that's where a lot more of the discounts happen. And then we'll be able to see how the prices reflect online. Thank y'all so much for joining this TikTok live. See y'all.